This is your host Laszlo, and thank you for watching the Peanut Gallery. This is episode 5, the live stream episode, and the topic for today is why are things such as suicides or crime, I would say things such as assaults or any other crimes, why are they either live streamed or placed on social media to begin with? Because as you can see, we're pretty much living in the age of technology, and this generation now, pretty much sole prospect is technology, and everything is anything that they won't put on Facebook is pretty everything they do is on some form of social media, and now when you as you seen on the news now, like stuff like live streaming and kind of form of social media, it's pretty much a social norm in this generation because um, technology is one of those things that pretty much you can't live without now. Like it's hard to live a life without some form of technology, and as you would notice that it's constantly changing. And in particular, I would say live streaming because as I've noticed, even within the past 10 years, it's become more popular than it was 10 years ago. And as like there were like pretty much even in the early 2000s when I would say video chats and all that were known, but just not really as popular or widely used. But like now we have things such as we had AOL's video chat, we had Yahoo Instant Messengers where they had the capability of doing like it will be more one-on-one video chatting, but now we have things such as Justin TV or Facebook Live, or even on YouTube, we had a feature where we can live stream to a greater audience all at one time, and that's pretty much become what we see now in today's age. Because, like I said, technology is one of those revolving doors that it's constantly changing, and if you are in that mindset of pretty much if you're on a slower mindset, you pretty much one of those ones that will get left behind. Because technology, like I said before earlier, is one of those things that pretty much in this world you can't live without, because information is one of those things that more easily accessible via the internet and via because of technology. Like even though it brings people closer together when it comes to spreading information, even though it spreads us apart. And like I was just saying, the topic, pretty much the reason I say the topic of today was like why are things posted on social media, because as you've probably seen within the last few weeks or so, there's like been numerous stories surfacing on media outlets of these young people going to Facebook and live streaming them ending their lives because of whatever circumstances that they're going through, whatever things is going on there, like to end up causing them to resort to that, which is terrible. But it's just, I guess in their mind, this is seen as their last outlet final outlet before they end their lives. And as I said, it's become more of a thing to do because it's, like I was saying, pretty much everything that's put on social media is starting to become more of the normal thing to do for some people, and and I guess with this younger generation now, it's becoming more prevalent because that's what that, like I said, social media and technology is pretty much revolve around these young people's lives, and if if they were without it, this is pretty. It's like he was like, what are they really gonna do with themselves? And one of the things that that pretty much stuck in my head right now is actually music lyrics from Machine Gun Kelly, MGK. I would put the actual lyrics on this video, but for monetary reasons and copyright, like I choose not to. But as you will see, I'll actually post the actual specific lyrics in the description below. And the reason I chose these because if you actually chose the specific one because as you will see now, it's one of the things that everyone knows about, and it's like one of those revolving doors. It is like bullying because a lot of the times these suicides all usually for the most part either stem from some form of bullying or like I'm not going to say a large majority of them, but a great portion of what you will see on the news and what's going on right now is it stems from bullying, and that's why it's why I say that's one of those revolving door topics because even though everyone knows about it, it's like one of those things that okay, we'll try this. We'll try, but it's not like one of those dogs chasing his own tail kind of topics because like even though you may see a group of people putting their foot down, but the large majority of it, but people, at least in America, that's only ones that people I can speak for because I am an American. But it seems like even though we know about these topics, it's the fact that the greater majority of people more than likely won't put their foot down because these whatever certain situations they haven't happened to them directly, so they won't know how to respond to it. Like it's like now on roads, people are always on their phones, and they won't see the negative effects of texting and driving until they either drive off the road or somebody smacks into them for being on their phones. And I hate to say it, but that seems like the only way some people learn because unless something happens to them directly, that seems to be the only way they can learn and actually see the severity of certain things because they always see on the news like, oh, this happened, that happened, this person got ran over the road, this person got killed themselves because of certain situations. But unless with some people, unless it happens to them personally or somebody they know or they love, it happens to them, they won't see the problem. They won't see the certain problems of why they won't see the severity of anything. And another thing is like back pretty much a piggyback on the lyrics and this and what I was just talking about. In this generation is like I was saying, a large majority of people would rather worry about like celebrity gossip or things that don't really matter, or pretty much what I'll say idle talk. Like instead of actually trying to have a intelligent conversation about either world news or even thought-provoking local news, as in like when I say thought-provoking local news or thought-provoking news is, it's like, I don't want to hear about Mr. Johnson running away from home. It was all over the news, and or like, or Billy lost a game of tag, and like, or he's a damn tag master on the playground. Like, okay, so for me, stuff like that, like, okay, it's hard to have idle gossip talk sometimes, but the thing is, like, there are some people that pretty much try to stray you away from or become distant when you actually speak on topics that will actually either spark a friendly debate or a friendly conversation, because they don't want to hear that. They'll be more interested on what the celebrity war, or what they said, what the hell the Kim Kardashians are doing this weekend and shit like that. They rather speak on things like that than actual topics that are worth thinking or worth speaking on. Because like I said, like it stems back to social media. Like, pretty much, we're we're living in a generation right now where people pretty much thrive on drama. hmm and they pretty much thrive on the misery of others. And pretty much piggybacking on back to what the topic is that, like, as you've seen probably on the news, and I'll be see if I can pull up some of the links and put them in the description below. But with people, actually, like, with some of these people either like assaulting others on social media or killing themselves and stuff like that, like with like, and for some reason it always stems back to the actual platform from which it was performed, such as, like I said, Facebook Live. If anything negative happens on that, for some reason, it always stems back to the, like you said, Facebook. And with them getting a negative press, it's either going to become like stricter. It's going to be stricter rules behind it, such as there will be probably more monitoring, or and like stricter like other like stricter rules, or even they can get rid of the service altogether. Like, there will be no more Facebook Lives and all that, or any forms of live media, because if they can't control like what people are doing on there, like the intentions are there, that it's there for you. Like, hey, look, like, you see this concert I'm at, like, I'm sort courtside, like like looking at the game. I'm sitting at the Steph Curry in the basketball game, but it's there for good reasons. But the thing is, people try to take it in the wrong way. There is an old saying, few bad apples spoil the bunch. Uh, in my opinion, the few people that choose to be the ones that has things happen, that such as bullying people and having them do things that such as take their own lives or do any horrendous acts, is are the ones that will be speaking the loudest when they invoke martial law type tactics, such as terminating certain services, and actually, like, pretty much punishing the people as a whole, because the one thing I can say is that when it comes to actually when certain things happen, I do give this generation credit for being the ones that speak the loudest. But one thing that I don't agree with is, for the most part, some of them speak the loudest against the wrong things. I understand speaking, like, pretty much being vocal towards certain causes, but one thing I can say is that I'm a firm believer of, if you're going to waste energy doing something, know like at least know what causes that you will be fighting for, because like some things that somewhat say is that some of the things that I would say this generation maybe fight for will be seen as trivial or will be seen as something that is like that where pretty much energy that could have been placed elsewhere that would have been seen more of a plus or a positive, like a positive act because and and I remember a few years ago there were people like protesting against Starbucks for the color of the damn holiday coffee cup. I'm like it's shit like that, but like like people boycotting damn Starbucks because they're angry about stuff like that. But like instead of wasting your energy going on social media saying you're gonna boycott a damn company for it because you disliked what the hell they put on the damn color of the damn cup, but it like why don't you wait to spend that time like protesting against fair taxation, like unfair taxation of our government because while they sit there and do whatever the hell that they feel that they want to do, and for the most part, it pretty much goes uncontested because we have people in this generation that will go to social media and argue, but don't actually take their time and actually like doing the days of like the not only the when the colonists were here trying to like become independent from Britain, they weren't like them. Actually risking their lives to actually to voice their opinion. But like, one thing I can say is we are a damn people that can pretty really get things put into play. But the thing is, we have to sit there and actually think like what would be worth standing up and petitioning and standing up to fight for because I can say our heart, I can say not all of us, but some of us are, some individuals, their heart is there, but they just gotta find a ways where to put it. And some people, they know where to put it, but their heart isn't there. So we actually gotta sit there and figure out like, all right, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna accomplish certain things? How are we gonna have us, not only as an American citizen, as a damn human, how are we gonna get our voices out there? Because unless unless you actually put forth the effort, nothing will get done. Because that's all I can see it as. Unless you put forth the effort, nothing will get done. Because sitting there arguing amongst your friends is not going to get anything done. Because then you just have a group of people that's arguing and not getting things done. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to wrap up the show now with that. And this has been episode 5. This is your host Laszlo, and I always say, in this world, we are not told that we are loved enough. So I tell you all, I love you.